just did my whole intro with my mic muted. Hi everyone, it's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to the Universim. We left off in a pretty chill state. I am so grateful that we left off in a pretty chill state. So let's see, we are researching. I don't believe we have any upgrades at present to do. Everything's already done. We are building 3 more barracks. And we can actually now increase the count for rangers in our barracks to 30 from 10. There are a few reasons I don't want to do that just yet. The first is that we don't really need a military. And the second is that I don't know how many uneducated nuggets we have. It's the wrong panel. We have 67 pages of nuggets. Nine nuggets per page. Did I count that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they couldn't make it 10. Make it easy. So we do have some uneducated laborers, and we do have some educated laborers. Thankfully, we're not in a big spot looking for educated laborers. We have put down enough schools that we have plenty. Oops, that was the wrong panel again. I wasn't even trying to open a panel. This was what we were working toward with building enough schools to educate enough nuggets. We needed ministry. So now that we have all our ministers, we're in much better condition. They should be putting up structures on their own. I'm going to run out of electricity here in a minute. In 8 minutes of in-game time. Okay. We can research more things now. You can actually queue up 5 things to research at a time, but if I do that, I tend to get lost and not remember what I've done. Okay, so let's do military vehicles and gene splicing. We don't really need clones right now, but it never hurts. Let's also do conveyor belts, factory farming, and surface-to-air missiles. I will 100% admit I'm gonna actually... let's back this up a bit. There we go. We'll do military vehicles, conveyor belts for modern courier huts, and motorized running wheels for modernized kinetic generators, since our kinetic generators are not doing the job. Okay. I actually think perhaps the reason we can have 30 rangers is that we have 3 barracks. I think it's 10 per barracks. I'm not 100% on that. But I definitely... this is a brand new barracks. I don't believe that I have put staff in here. Yeah, so in all of them we have 10 rangers, which must mean that we get a staff that is spread across the barracks and is 10 of a unit per barracks. I can live with that. Also did a little gesture with my hands when I said across all of the barracks that you definitely couldn't see. I wonder what this little nugget did. Did you do, little nugget? So the little tooltip says that the nugget is being imprisoned, but I didn't build prisons. I built rehabilitation center, a rehabilitation center. Why? Okay, these are not... Okay, there we go, finally. I am going to wait until winter. We're about halfway through fall. And when we hit winter and the lakes freeze over and the nuggets can't fish, then I will upgrade all these at once. I was already on trickle effect. I'm also going to throw some trickle effects over this lake because this lake isn't very high right now. We're getting near a time. But I'm glad I up to some creator points because that sound is usually an indication that a UFO is about to roll through. A little peek at us. And there it is. Okay. You have to hit the UFO twice to take it down, and you tend to want to take it down because it destroys your buildings, it steals your nuggets, and then once you've taken it down, when it dissipates, there will be a mystical box to open. As anticipated, we ran out of electricity. I was expecting to have to go strike a building with lightning, but it seems like perhaps a nugget hopped into a kinetic generator, so now I don't have to. There, and we will get that researching. Yeah, aware. I feel like the ministers are not really doing anything aside from the Minister for Water. The Minister for Water is doing the most, but the Minister for Electricity, for power, isn't really doing what's needed to keep power up in the civilization. I can't say I've gotten any little tooltips that the Minister has put in new batteries or new kinetic generators, which is what they are intended to do. I can speed the game back up now. Yep. So I'm gonna hop over to a battery. strike it with lightning. Not with telekinesis, with lightning. And that's going to add to the electricity reserves that we have, kind of like when you put a rain cloud over a lake, it refills the lake, or if you put a rain cloud over a reservoir, it'll refill the reservoir. Striking a battery with lightning will refill the battery. I actually do want to go through my tooltips and see if any of my ministers are doing anything. No. Oh, but the lakes are frozen now, so I can upgrade my fishing piers. I don't remember previous iterations of this game having such struggle with electricity, and it really seems like my ministers, the Minister of Entertainment just placed a movie theater. Doesn't seem like most of my ministers are doing anything. No. And Nugget Happiness has taken a real hit here, so let's see. Have we opened up any other legendary buildings? No. Just the Eiffel Tower and the pyramids. We built one Eiffel Tower, that's all you can have. So we cannot have any more of those. But we still can build 2 more pyramids. Instead of doing that, I'm going to build some parks. Parks are typically inexpensive. They're usually small. This one's pretty big. I'm not going to be able to shoehorn that in there and keep my roads, so let's find a new place for it. That'll do just fine. And parks increase Nugget happiness. Shops, movie theaters, all increase Nugget happiness. Ooh, wow, they're really unhappy right now. Okay, the reason is all the kinetic generators, all the defense towers, cemeteries, the barracks, iron mines. I'm looking for anything weird that we can like get around. Nope. They're unhappy about the town hall. Cool. Let's put a lighthouse. This little notification is that a nugget walked through an infected zone. An infected zone usually occurs when a nugget dies on the street or like in the wild and isn't picked up in time by people who work at the cemeteries. Really, again? And then, of course, if your nuggets walk through something gross like that, they're also going to get gross. Let's find a battery. I put in 3 more kinetic generators, maybe more than that, just yesterday. And I know the issue is that we don't have enough kinetic generators instead of the fact that we don't have enough batteries, because you can see the batteries are never full. That one 4 times, and now it is totally full. roughly totally full. They have 400 charge, each one. With the conveyor belts upgrade, you can see we now have an upgrade for our courier's hut. 2 cement, just double checking. Burned myself a lot in this game. 3 steel beams and 3 electronics, all good. I'm gonna put another lighthouse up over here. It looked like I could expand it. Did I not? Oops, that's the wrong thing I clicked. Okay, fishing piers are underway. That's our lighthouse. And as the modern fishing piers become, they get upgraded and they go back online. Over here, I think. They will be more effective. Not over here. Getting turned around in my own civilization, which I built. Okay, over here. So here you can see our modern water pumps and our modern fishing piers. And our lake's looking a little better. It's up about 10% since we put down all those rain clouds. Still not up high enough. I'd like to keep it pretty full. There's a fire. Oh, good. This little hint we got came from a firefighter. Seems like it might already be out if there was one. Okay, so we just unlocked an upgrade for our kinetic generators, and we have a bunch of kinetic generators, so we definitely don't want to do them all at once. So we'll do them batches of 5. Do I truly have this many pages of kinetic generators? No. Okay, 2 pages, that's not bad. Okay. Okay, that's 5-ish. And we will keep going until all of them are done. Maybe not. We might not get through all of them today, but we'll get as many done as we can today, and we'll keep going till we're done. Okay. We're holding steady at 16,000 trees. I am working real hard on getting that right back up to 20,000, but trees are expensive. Yes, we can research something. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do gene splicing because I'm not going to put in a cloning center right away. We will also do Yeah, we'll sit with gene splicing for a while. Everything else that I can upgrade right now comes with, or that I can research right now comes with an upgrade. And I don't want to upgrade anything else until I know how many resources I have when we're done with the kinetic generators. You can see here one of the 5 kinetic generators that we selected, sorry, 2 of the 5 kinetic generators that we selected are now being upgraded. So we'll be able to see what the modern generators look like in just a sec. What's the cost to upgrade? 6 glass, 3 steel beams, and 4 electronics. Good enough. And by doing it gradually, we can ensure that we stay on top of the need. These are going to take a bit, I guess. $616 adult nuggets, 635 nuggets in total, 294 believers. Back to being a little under half. Belief rate. And that's fine. We'll get there. Okay, and this is what a modern kinetic generator looks like. Similar to the old style, the hamster wheel style, but enclosed at the back. A little more. We can turn up the output of kinetic generators. It makes the nuggets work harder. I don't kind of feel like I'm gonna have to, because the alternative is just to have a trillion, a million bajillion of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and queue up our next 5. Now that the first 5 were looking pretty good. And that leaves us with a third batch of 6. We may get through these today. I'm cool with that. Refill our tiny useless lake. A lightning strike killed one of our nuggets. Interesting. It's the barracks. Okay, I am noticing that it has been a bit since I've gotten a notification that we have run out of energy, but it also looks like we're going to run out of energy in a few minutes. So to try to get ahead of that, I am going to find a battery and zap it. Gene splicing research is complete. That means that we could, if we need to, build a nugget cloning center, which is what it sounds like. You can build new nuggets. Alright, that should help for a while on the energy front. I'm gonna deselect batteries from this list so that I can look at my kinetic generator progress. We have 4 unstaffed kinetic generators. So these must be in the process of being upgraded. We probably have more than that. Yeah, 5. So our first batch is all done and staffed up. Our second batch is underway. Okay, my Minister of Defense is going ham on defense towers. I know that to be true. But I'm still not seeing any evidence that my Minister of Power is doing anything to help. I don't want to double check that we have one. Now let's go do that. That's the wrong building. We do, in fact. Okay. What? Okay. This next round of kinetic generators is looking to be done. All are staffed. Yep, cool. So let's just go ahead and upgrade these last 6. 96 glass. We have 321. 48 steel beams. 61. 64 electronics. We have 88. Yep, we're good. There was a little tooltip there that said be careful because you could get yourself in a bind on resources. And man, isn't that the truth? I truly got myself in a bind on resources earlier in this game just by upgrading everything all at once. And by upgrading things like our water pumps needed electronics, and we hadn't even yet unlocked electronics. So that was just a big silly on my part. So always make sure you have what you need before you pull the trigger on all these upgrades. And okay, now that we've done gene splicing, we'll do factory farming and surface-to-air missiles. And that'll give us some upgrades to our cattle ranches. No. Right. So this is why we make bunkers, because we have rivals. My Minister of Water is still doing the most. Put some trees down out here. That is better. That is a really good way to boost your believer count also. They see trees shooting up out of nowhere and it stuns them a little in a good way. Still sitting at 16,000. I am truly doing my best. What I need is a lot more lumber camps than what I have. So I'm gonna put another one down way out here. Resources. I actually don't mind having these kind of next to each other. What's more important to me is having them next to the right like maintenance buildings, fire stations, and police, not police departments, engineers. so that we can be sure that they won't fall down unless, you know, a UFO comes through and I miss it, strikes, as they do. Shoot. I'm learning some things about the bunkers. I'm gonna... I don't know why I've got two... This doesn't make any sense. So basically I have 3 buildings assigned to rangers. You know what? Whatever. So does this mean that I can put down 16 bunkers? That seems excessive. Oh, we're voting. We're voting for the new leader of our civilization. They each has a law that they are supporting. Water filtration. 3 water filters in every nugget house, plus 25 to water refill rates. Water buildings decay twice faster. Religious focus. Switch to that for now. Nuggets focus more on religion than on research. Creator point production plus 15%. Research rate minus 30%. That's fine. Research will be a little slower, but I'll gain more believers and more creator points. Food for all. Increase the amount of rations per nugget by double. Happiness plus 2. Food consumption plus 100%. So we're staying with religious focus because I need to boost the maximum number of creator points you can have is 1,000 and I have 170. So need some work. But I do have a ton of discovery points that I want to spend once we have surface-to-air missiles researched. I also want to know how many bunkers I'm allowed to build. I no longer see a limit. Originally I saw a limit of 4. Cool. I have been talking for a minute with my mic muted, so recapping what we've done today, we upgraded all of our kinetic generators, we started working on managing power, we put down some more parks for our nuggets just to make sure that they are happy enough, and they're plenty happy now. We gained some believers, we put down some trees, and we are trying so hard at energy conservation and atmospheric balance. In the next play, we will upgrade our cattle farms. We will make our way through the rest of the tree. What I was trying to show you when my mic was muted is that we are 3/4 of the way through the modern age. We are nearing the space age, which will allow us to do all kinds of fun stuff. It'll give us access to a lot of really cool buildings that will help with planet maintenance and atmospheric health, and it will allow us to explore outer space and settle on new planets. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much as always for being here. I just adore every single one of you. You're all so sweet to me, and I am so grateful for all of you. Leave a comment telling me how you usually spend your mornings. I spend my mornings recording video games before I go to work. And or what's your morning beverage of choice? What's your seasonal beverage of choice? I'm drinking a peppermint coffee, which is why I'm asking. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!